Hey, but bro, before we get started, I gotta ask you: Is Luka the best player left in the playoffs? Objectively
Yeah,
speaking.
yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, like it's you can, you know, there's a lot of ways you can look at it. You can have your favorite players. Whether you look at Tatum, Butler, um, even Jalen Brown. But at the same time, when it all comes down to it, Luka is just different, bro. I feel like everybody who actually knows the game, watches the game, can agree with what I'm trying to say. Like Luka on the offensive end is ridiculous.
Is
Like,
dumb.
now,
Boy,
Not a two, not a one. It's game. Yes!
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal.
welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook, here with Cuzzo Ry. What's up?
let's get it. Yo,
I ain't talked to my cousin in a minute. I ain't talked. It's funny though. The last time I talked to cousin was before the first round, and Luka was out, and I was like, "Yo, so what we gonna do? What the man's gonna do?" Hey, cousin said, "We good."
yeah, nah, we straight. I told you, bro. Nah, we
You told
straight.
me. You told me.
I wasn't too worried about the Jazz, bro. I'm sorry. I just don't take it too seriously, bro. I don't know what it is about the franchise, bro. It's just I just don't have the faith. Like I don't see it. Even with, they've had some of the, how Utah used to look, bro. Like they used to be squatted, but it's just something about them. Like
There's something about them. They star ain't quite there yet, and they second star Gobert is unplayable against high quality offenses right now. That's what I'm seeing. It kind
As
of
you can already see, J Kidd definitely set it up as, if you paid attention to the first round, how we played them, we purposely would isolate Gobert on the weak side, on from the corner, and make him have the guard in the corner. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, that was how we won a couple of the games. I mean, they tried to do some things differently, but at certain points in the game, you couldn't play Gobert. I mean, that's just the disadvantage of having the game. Not to take away from Gobert, but
that's why I hate it, because he's a good player.
Yeah, I like Gobert's game, but he just, at a certain point.
Yeah, you play a certain.
He was wilding with that shot comment. We ain't gonna get into that, but he's wilding with that shot comment. He's wilding. He's tripping. He lost his mind, bro.
But also, what helped y'all in that series is Jalen Brunson got to get busy. Dinwiddie got to get busy. You know what I'm saying? I already predicted Jalen Brunson was going to go off. I already knew Jalen Brunson was going to go off.
See, but here's the thing about Jalen Brunson, bro. Like, super underrated, tough guard. He's a bully guard. Like, more than what people give him credit for. Jalen Brunson will back you down.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And underrated, Brunson's like 6'3", bro. Like, he's not little. He may look as though, but like, nah, he's stocky, bro. He gonna poach you. He gonna hit you with the jumper. He quicker than you think too. Can finish with either hand. I like Jalen game. I just need him to be a little more consistent, especially in this upcoming series. We're gonna need that.
Yeah. We're gonna get to game one. How you feel about game one against the Warriors? It ain't no biggie. I mean, I know you ain't sweating yet. Yet. You ain't sweating yet. But when I saw with the Suns, the closeout game, dog, Brunson was attacking Chris Paul, bro. It's like
it wasn't just
that was kind of bad for me.
Jalen's always gonna be in the attack mode.
Yeah.
What we also needed was Dinwiddie bring his game with him too,
and he brought
Dinwiddie gave him 30 off the bench. I mean, Game 7 was just beautiful, bro. Like, I mean, for me to sit there and have to watch Game 7 and the way that it happened, boy, I was just in here like, oh my God, bro, run it up, bro. Keep going. Keep scoring, bro. Don't stop. Keep going. They was talking all that trash.
It was.
Run it up. I need it. I needed all that, bro.
I know you was loving that game. I know you was loving it. I did not expect that. I did not expect
Honestly, I didn't expect the blowout either. I really did not. But did I expect the win? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Did you really? You really did, though, right?
Come on, bro. Listen to me, bro. Listen to me, Slim. Once we could get it to 7, the thing, what changed with us is on the defensive end. Like, if you paid attention to the first 2 games, they were purposely going out of the. I mean, Golden State kind of doing it now, but in those first 2 games, Chris Paul, Devin Booker really took advantage of Luka in the pick and roll. Purposely tried to single him out, isolate him. It was working. And so much so, Jason Kidd had to, so to speak, call Luka out and be like, look, all we need you to do is play defense for 3 seconds.
so we can get the guys back
for 3 seconds, and we gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Sit down. And the thing about it is, he took the advice. He played better defense. Like, I've seen Luka get better on the defensive end. Like, I just think sometimes he lacks in consistency in his defense and slide his feet. I think at some points he gets a little lazy, but he's shown he has the capability to do it.
But and also, Ryan, that's tough, bro. When you scoring 30 points a game,
Oh, it's tough.
Dropping 10 assists, like you can't do it on both. It's hard.
It's hard, but that's just the way. The purposely, we were doing it to Chris Paul. We purposely regarded Chris Paul all the way up the floor, make him tired. So like you got it. It's the condition that it takes to be a superstar in the league is difficult, bro. So it's gonna wear you out, but that's what the job calls for, bro. And I mean, I feel like Luka's still young. He's understanding. I think he's starting to get it, but like he's not nowhere near where I feel like he can be. And that's why I feel like we talked earlier about the best player in the playoffs, bro. It's 77, big dog. It's definitely 77. Yeah.
See, and that's where you're gonna get pushback. I'm not gonna say it's I like Luka right now, but there's pushback because, like you said, the other side of the floor. There's players out there like Jimmy doing it on both sides. But the thing about Jimmy though is he save it all for the playoffs, bro. Like so.
I like Jimmy. I love Jimmy Butler.
I love Jimmy Butler, but that's after he dropped that 40. If he's gonna do that all series on the other end, dog.
Yeah, but like one thing about Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? He didn't give you any 40-point games all season.
That's what I'm saying.
Brings his best game playoffs, but when you look back to, the finals games and when they were in the bubble, people go missing. You know what I mean? Like one game he'll give you like this efficient, aggressive, dominant game where he gets 30, 40 points, and then the next game he give you 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 20. If that, but like, that's I think. For me to sit there and it's everybody doesn't really put Jimmy Butler now, like for some reason. I don't know why, but you know what I'm saying.
It's because of what you said though. It's because of what you said though, because he ain't consistently giving you 20. He don't even consistently give you 20, bro. Like he might drop 14 one night. You know what I'm saying? Like
and I need it every night. If you that, because I've seen you be that.
Yeah.
I need that every night. But it's who am I to say? I'm just a fan. But like at the same time, I know it ain't easy. I'm sure if he wanted to be, he would try. But I need to see a little more of it, bro. That's all. I love Jimmy Butler game though. He a dog.
Now that's why Luka to me, after watching him what he did to the Suns, bro, and they have defenders. People trying to act like after the fact, oh, the Suns didn't really have nobody to throw at them. Bro. They have defenders, dog.
Mikal Bridges finished second in Defensive Player of the Year voting, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And you got
and you seen what he was doing to Mikal Bridges. No disrespect, but it just is what it is, bro.
Yeah. And then they had to throw Then they had to throw Cam Johnson on him. He put Cam Johnson.
Come on, bro.
Cam Johnson hit the flow.
Baby food, big dog. Like, stop, son. Like, why would you even jump up? Come on, bro. Cam Johnson was begging niggas for help, bro. Stop.
Yo, they stopped playing Cameron Payne. They didn't play Cameron Payne for the second half of this.
First of all, Cameron Payne wasn't hitting. Cameron Payne, like, he also another nigga, bro. Talk the most trash. Like, come on, son. Like, what's funny is, bro, I actually like Cameron Payne's game. I like his game. He's nice on the bench. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, you talking like, stop, man.
You ain't really that.
That's Luka, you talk, stop, bro.
You can't do that against Luka.
Don't do that, bro.
Monte Williams pulled him right out and started playing Shamit. That didn't do much either.
Come here, bro. Sit right here next to me, son. Don't do that, bro. That's Luka. That's Luka legend you talking about. Luka, we'll move on. I'll stop for now.
We don't got to. Yeah. What I got to say about Luka, though, is, dog, his offensive package is so dumb, dog. Like, it's so...
Luka has the... Like, I think what makes Luka the most dangerous is not the step back. It's not... It's the fact that when he comes off the pick and roll, you are really at his mercy. When he gets you in the lane and he does a great job of when he gets the pick, he comes off the lane, he got the defender on his back, and then he has the ability, he got the court vision, he can score multiple ways. I just feel like sometimes if Luka could just post up a little more, take not better, but smarter shots. Like, I know he got the step back.
But he do
step
that
back, you know what I mean? But he just, I feel like he relies on a little too much because he, like, when he puts his mind to it, bro, and decides I'm gonna back you down.
It's a free throw. It's an and one free throw.
Come on, bro. It's an and one and a free throw. He's like, what, 74 from the line, 75%. He could be a little better, but he's not a bad free throw shooter in my opinion. I mean, he just needs to get a little more consistent from the line. But
yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that just this season? Because like they're saying he under 80, and I didn't even know that about him. I thought he was.
I don't think he's ever shot over 80.
Oh, okay. So that's just his thing, really. He might be tired, dog.
Yeah, nah, he hasn't been a great free throw shooter. Nah.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely could get better from that. But Luka, bro, people know.
Impressed.
Players know. They
Yo,
know. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, game one, it really does not. Jason Kidd doesn't get enough credit. I mean, I feel like he is getting his credit now. I think in the beginning he wasn't getting enough credit. Jason Kidd and his ability, the ability to adjust in game, the next game, like the style that he's been helping us with on defense, it has tremendously improved our squad. And that's why we won all them games after the All-Star break.
On the
defensive end, and I feel like people bought in. We're gonna make adjustments. Warriors jumped out out there on us right quick. I ain't gonna lie, they did. But to be honest,
I wanted to get to Kidd though, because like y'all have almost the same roster y'all had last year, and y'all weren't nice. Y'all were not really doing anything on defense last year. That just speaks to Kidd himself.
Exactly. Crazy, and right now, another thing, we haven't had Tim Hardaway Jr., who's another key part of our offense and defense. Tim Hardaway plays good defense as well. That's another player. We're supposed to be getting him back in this series, hopefully at some point.
I forgot about
that. They said he was,
He's supposed to be coming back for the playoffs? Okay.
Yeah, they were, you know, they were trying to say he might play game one, but then the report came out and said he's not going to play game one. So hopefully he can play game. There's something wrong with his foot, something like that. But I mean, I've seen him shooting pregame, you know, still got the J going. So I'm looking forward to Timmy coming back. I think it'll be a different change off the bench too.
So you think he's gonna come off the bench? You don't think?
Yeah. I feel like you got to keep Reggie.
You got to keep Reggie out there. I'm a fan.
I need Reggie to shoot a little better, a little more consistent. I love Reggie, but Reggie he off, bro. But Reggie give it to you on defense. He gonna, you know what I mean? He played Devin Booker really well. I like that.
Yep.
But I'm gonna need a little more consistency from the three. That's really why we got him. Shoot the three and play defense. Bro. That's all I need.
Y'all shouldn't mess with the starting lineup. I was gonna ask because I didn't think y'all.
Nah.
What's his name? What's Smith? What's Denny? How do you say that for his last
Dorian Finney Smith.
Finney Dawg. Straight guard forward one. Guard. They had him on Chris Paul, and Chris Paul didn't score in the first half.
He a dog, bro. And
I don't
then
know what's going on.
I mean, undrafted from Florida, went to the Gators, undrafted, said he couldn't shoot. Coaches were telling him not to shoot.
And look,
got better consistently. Now look at him.
Wait, he had a game where he had 7 3 or
8.
Something. Oh,
8 threes. 8 for 12.
He went off.
Come on, bro. That's what you call working on your game, working on your craft in the gym during the offseason, bro. Boy, got better from 3, and that's what I needed.
And it's funny. When teams are away, it's funny how the role players flip. Like, home games, they automatic. Reggie automatic. Finney Smith.
Oh my God! Light up the world.
At home, all of them. It's crazy, bro.
Role players.
The same thing with the Boston.
Thing.
With the Boston shit, you know, like role players. Grant be going off. Grant Williams be going off at home, but then you don't see him away. Like, it's funny how that works.
Playoffs, bro. Yep. I'm about to say, bro, playoffs, bro. You never know, bro. It could be your night.
It could be your night,
bro. I need it.
But I really like how Jason Kidd is coaching it up. They had him mic'd up for Game 7. Yo, he's doing all the talking on defense.
Did you hear him?
That was crazy.
He's telling me to switch us from the sideline. You know what I'm saying?
At first,
come back, backside. I was like, yeah.
Yo, I was like, who do they have mic'd up? Who do they have? I was like, oh, that's Kidd. I was like, he's doing work right now. He's doing work.
Nah, bro. Bang with J Kidd, bro. Heavy.
He's coming a long way.
He was that nigga when you play for us too. No cap. Love. Rest in peace, Kobe, my dog. But when you play Lakers in that series, Jason Kidd was checking Kobe, bro.
He was.
You remember that?
He was a big reason why y'all won that. Why y'all won that year.
Jason Kidd on the defense. Listen, bro. He's definitely doing this thing.
Underrated on defense.
Lakers should have kept him. I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, that's another.
That was the plan, though, Tone.
Huh?
You know that was the plan. He was supposed to take over for head coach for y'all.
I know, but what happened there though? He just got the job. He got the job. Yeah. That's all that happened. Mm-hmm. He wasn't trying to wait around for Vogel.
They didn't fire Vogel. He stayed, and we got the job.
Oh my God! And now we over here looking for a coach.
I don't know about hiring somebody. What's his name? I can't think of it. He's the coach. Nick Snyder. He's the coach for Utah. I think he's still coach for Utah. Snyder.
Oh, Snyder. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard Mark Jackson in the rumblings. Like, I feel like it's got to be somebody old school like that for LeBron to respect him, bro. Like, it can't be no young new dog, bro. I don't think LeBron's gonna rock.
Yeah, I don't even know how. I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. Mark Jackson was a good coach for Golden State, but I don't know, bro. Like, he just don't strike me as the nigga for the job, bro. What you think, Tom? Like,
I feel like it has to be an old school dude with some what is it called? With that has some background, some
experience
that played in the league. Like he got respect from LeBron, Westbrook, and AD. Because Vogel, I don't know. Westbrook and Vogel did not click last year, bro. And
bro,
so.
You heard him talking about
this out there.
Yeah, nah. Clearly, he talked about that at his closing of press conference. I'm sure you seen it.
Yep. And I was like, you could see it out there because as soon as he tried to pull Westbrook on the bench in the fourth quarter, Westbrook took to the media. That nigga was like,
not playing, bro.
He's like, I've earned the right to finish games. I'm like, nigga, but you can't be turning
the
ball,
bro.
chucking threes.
You can't really
bro.
talk about your past, bro. I mean, I don't want to get too far into Westbrook. I mean, that's like a whole other topic. But I mean, at the same time, Russ gotta understand, bro. Like, yeah, you've earned your name in this league. You're MVP, former MVP in the league, but you've been playing bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way around this. Like, I'm sure he has his own reasons, but the tape is what the tape says, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of tape because he played 72 games. I think he almost played all the games last year, and none of it looked good to me.
You know what I mean?
Thomas. Thomas will cape for Westbrook to the end. Thomas is like, no, bro, we gotta trade AD. Nigga, you better get out of here with that. You gotta get out.
Oh my God.
Thomas, I'm sorry.
I'm not mad for the Lakers fans feeling what they feel about AD because AD really just can't be on the floor for some reason. And even when he was on the floor, he didn't play that well this year. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, bro, you're not about to trade AD before you trade West, bro. Come on, bro. We
could go down a rabbit hole on the Lakers, but they in Cancun. We don't care about the Lakers, right? We ain't gonna waste no more time on the Lakers. Let's talk. But what I do want to hear, Ryan, is after game one, because yes, you're right. Kid can make them adjustments, and he did it against the Suns. But what I'm seeing though, I that offense for the Warriors, yeah, it's gonna give them some issues because Steph Curry ain't going away. Like Steph Curry ain't going away the same way Chris Paul will. That's what like you said, the conditioning part. Steph Curry gonna be there all 7. Like if he goes 7.
Yeah, but here's what I'll say about Steph. I'm a big fan of Steph Curry, but Steph Curry does have games where he goes missing in the playoffs. I'm not gonna talk about it, but he does. But at the same time, hear what I also say because I'm a big Steph Curry fan, but I don't want to sit here and say like, I want to point it all out. But look,
let me hear it.
You gotta understand, we started the first half. You know how many shots we missed on 3?
Oh yeah, y'all missed everything.
I mean, shots that we normally hit, open looks. I mean, the game. Of course, the game is about making the missing and getting stops on the defensive end. But those are shots that we hit. We're a good 3-point shooting team. We had a bad shooting half, and we still were only down 9.
Yeah,
at the first half, third quarter, it started to get away. I think a similar thing happened in the Suns game. I think it might have been game 2. I think it was tied going into the half. And then third quarter, it just went off the rails. Chris Paul I think he had 28 points out of game 2. And I think he had like 20 of them in the fourth. And it was like bad. I mean, like he was doing whatever he wanted. He was purposely looking for Luka, cooking Luka, telling us to call a timeout. You remember that?
I do remember that. They be hunting Luka, but like you said, he just got to play defense just for everybody to get realigned.
But you understand, my boy did that back on the back end because as you can hunt my Luka, he came back and did the same thing. We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah. Luka did his thing, bro.
Because we coming back because I mean we could do the same thing and we could make it look worse. But like I said, they went on that run and we lost in the third quarter. We got blown out that second game in Phoenix. A similar situation happened in Golden State. Game 1's, fill out game. I mean, it had to happen. Like, if you get blown up back-to-back games, the cause of concern goes up for me, of course. But I'm not too concerned about how we lost the game 1. I mean, we missed a lot of shots. Game got out of hand. Like, I would like to see what we look like game 2.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
win or lose, I think we going 6 or 7. Honestly,
See that?
the season series we beat them 3-1.
Because, bro, actually going into the playoffs, everybody would have said the Suns are a better team than the Warriors.
Of course.
It's funny how the narrative switched. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
But I will tell you, Wiggins looked good out. He looked comfortable out there guarding.
Oh yeah, Wiggins did look good. He played pretty good defense last night.
He got good length. He got good length. He's a little big. He's a little bigger than Mikal Bridges. He ain't no Mikal.
He is. He is. Wiggins get that work too. You know what I mean? Like at the same time.
That's what I was waiting to hear.
Wiggins get that work too. But he was. I give credit when it's due. He played good D. He was getting buckets on the offensive end. Wiggins had a good year. Unfortunately, I don't know how, but he started in the All-Star game over Luka, which is whatever.
Yeah, crazy. I didn't even know he made the All-Star team till he was out there, bro. I'm like, oh.
Nigga started. Like it threw me off. Like nigga was starting in the All-Star game. Wiggins. Like come on, bro.
When's the last time we ran a Wiggins?
Son. I'm like, is this? I thought it was a type of Wiggins and starting over Luka. Like this is the All-Star
crazy.
Game? But whatever. Yeah, Wiggins had a good year, but I'm not gonna take nothing away from him. You know, he's had a decent career being number 1 pick overall. I don't know if he's lived to the number 1 pick overall expectation, but definitely has had a good career. Did his thing last night, but let's see how game 2 goes.
He don't got to do too much over there with the Warriors, so it's a good little fit for him. Like
he averaged 18 on the Warriors. He did. On the team with Steph and Clay.
But that's what I'm saying. Bro. You got. He probably getting the most wide open shots in the starting line
ever.
You know what I'm saying?
Ever.
And he's ever gotten
set wide open jumpers. But I like it though. You still gotta make the shots. You still gotta, you know what I'm saying, do your thing anyway. So I'm not about to dismiss nothing or slight him like that. But you know, we'll see how game 2 goes.
Yeah, I can't wait. I honestly can't wait for game 2. We've exhausted, you know, the Maverick talk. We had to give it to you because I ain't talked to Ryan in a minute, and I know he was ready to gas. I know he was ready to
I am because who would have thought? Who would have thought Mavs West Conference Finals this year? Nobody.
I honestly didn't, bro. I didn't. And
nobody.
I gotta give it to them because they did their thing against the Suns. Like I was appalled at how they blew them out, bro.
Needed that.
They were away. They were away. The stars were out in Phoenix, bro. Like everybody came to see Phoenix.
Everybody. Lil Wayne.
They all looking dumb face.
Did you see that? You paid attention to any of that Lil Wayne, Mark Cuban stuff going on?
I kind of heard that Mark Cuban shot at Wayne for his outfit.
And Lil Wayne is starting. No.
Wayne said some crazy stuff.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because I know we get to the Titans. But basically, during one of the Phoenix games, Luka, I guess, was getting foul calls, and Lil Wayne was feeling some kind of way because you know him and Chris Paul like best friends. I don't know if you know that because you know Chris Paul got drafted to New Orleans, Lil Wayne from Louisiana. You know, they boys, whatever. So he's been coming to support Chris Paul at the games. And during one of the games, I guess, you know, Luka was and Lil Wayne. I mean, players flop for calls. Let's keep it a buck.
Sure. Booker one of the main ones, bro. Booker one of the main ones.
Luka flopped for a call, and Lil Wayne tweets out Luka a hoe. Right? Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, he tweets out Luka a hoe.
That's just
right. I mean, that's just you know how Lil Wayne be. Whatever, cool. So he tweets that I forget what game it was, but it was early. You know what I mean? I want to say around game 4. You know what I mean? Around that game 3 or 4, or something like that. And of course, we win the series, right? And so Mark Cuban quotes him, and with a picture, posts a picture of Lil Wayne, and puts a lyric of one of Lil Wayne's songs. How about now you got me to look it up.
No, Mark Cuban is a menace, bro.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
He's a menace owner, bro.
Hold on, I got you, bro. Give me 2 seconds.
I want to hear what he said. He quoted one of Lil Wayne's lyrics.
Yeah, hold on.
He's a menace, bro.
Hold on, bro. Okay, yeah. So Mark Cuban tweets, "It's a shit show. Put you front row." Right?
Oh.
Lil Wayne. That's a lyric from Lil Wayne's Uproar song, right?
Yeah.
Because Lil Wayne was sitting front row when we beat them niggas in game 7. Right?
So no, I hear.
So he said, "It's a shit show. Put you front row."
Mark Cuban in his bag.
Oh, but the thing is, Lil Wayne. I'm a fan of Lil Wayne, brother. My dog. You know, Lil Wayne grew me up in high school. Son.
Definitely.
So You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you started it. You said Luka.
I didn't know the whole part. I didn't know the tweet. I didn't know about the tweet.
Yeah,
I just heard
that's like Luka is his player, but apparently they boys. Apparently they were cool prior to this, right? Yeah. But end of the day, you know, that's a slight comeback in comparison to you saying Luka's a hoe. You know what I mean? And Lil Wayne, and Mark Cuban tweets his shit show, put you front row. And you know, Lil Wayne tweets back.
And some others. I heard what Lil Wayne said.
Okay, bet. So you heard it.
Yeah, he said some off the wall.
Something crazy. Talk about he'll piss in his mouth. Like you know what I mean? Like whoa. Something like Lil Wayne, baby. Pump the brakes, big dog. Like,
yeah, it's up. It's up.
It's just basketball, player. It's just a little friendly fire. Like, come on, son.
Yeah, that's
Lil Wayne took it to the next level. But yeah, bro, like, you know, that's where
I guarantee you, Wayne's next album, he putting Mark Cuban in the song, bro.
He about to have a whole verse with
Cuban, bro. He probably about to shred him. He probably about to shred him, though.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. But Mark Cuban doesn't care. He's one of them people, bro. He don't care.
He'll love it. He'll love it.
He'll tweet something else, like he'll tweet a picture of Lil Wayne looking on the sidelines and Luka killing these niggas.
You're ridiculous.
Care, yeah. So it's not gonna matter. And Lil Wayne, I would suggest you just leave that alone at this point.
Leave that alone.
But yeah, we got Titans, so let's get to that.
Oh yes. So we gonna circle back to NFL now because we ain't talked about nothing since the draft, and a lot of stuff happened for your squad, bro. I gotta figure this out. Like, first of all, Cowboys was looking at the receiver that y'all drafted. Burks? Traylon Burks. Y'all gave AJ Brown to the Eagles. I'm hot. I don't know what that is, but you tell me, Ryan.
Oh, hold on. Let's just stop right there, bro.
Gave AJ Brown to the Eagles. Why y'all gotta give him to our division, bro?
Let's just stop right there. I'm gonna just give you a slight play-by-play really quickly.
Please do. How did that happen?
Just how my draft night went. So, you know, I'm with the fellas, you know, we go to the barbershop to watch the game with the fellas, barbershop pack, you know, fellas having a good time, eating, drinking, you know, doing our thing, whatever. I'm thinking it's about to be a smooth night. We're gonna draft, in my opinion, we're gonna draft the best player available on the board. I'm cool and everybody else stressed out. I'm like,
so Ryan, hold on. I'm gonna stop you. You had no clue. Like there was nothing, there was no noise.
Let me tell you, listen, honestly, prior to draft night, there was a lot of rumblings about AJ Brown potentially getting traded only because of how he was acting on Twitter. On Twitter, AJ Brown was, of course, just some background, he's due for a payday. Yep. Right? He's coming up on his last year on his rookie contract. Everybody, the stuff is going over Deebo Samuel. He's, you know, Deebo's like, I want this money. I don't want to play for San Francisco no more. So like now they're like, okay, well, who's the next young receiver to get paid? So like now this news is out in the air. So Titans fans are on Twitter saying certain things about AJ Brown. And AJ Brown, from what I've got to know about him since he's been drafted, you know, I pay attention to a lot of the people who play for my team. And I keep up with him. You know, he seems to be pretty sensitive about what people say about him, especially on Twitter. And, you know, Titans fans were tweeting certain things about, you know, because they heard that, you know, there was some report that AJ Brown was unhappy when, you know, looking to get X amount of dollars. And you know how fans can be on Twitter, bro.
Yeah, they trying to devalue him. They're trying to devalue him.
It was getting to him. You know, it was this whole perception that, you know, now AJ Brown is a diva and, you know, this, that, and third. And so he was tweeting out, you know, oh, so y'all think I'm a diva, this, that, and third. You know what I mean? That narrative was out there and he was hearing it and he was tweeting about it. So clearly, once you start responding to fans, like now the fans, like now it's like this whole thing.
Yeah.
Now it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? And somehow or another, it comes to the fact that he might get traded. But I never, not one time did it come to my head because clearly, as you know, as I know, AJ Brown is a top receiver in this league.
That guy. Yes.
Is a dog. Only 24 years old. Only gonna get better. No way in my mind are we trading our best receiver because we just released Julio Jones. We don't have another receiver on the roster. We signed Robert Woods coming off of ACL though. Coming off ACL. I love Robert Woods, but he's coming up with ACL.
I forgot about that.
We're going to have to rely on AJ Brown this year. This is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so go back to your night. Go back to your night with the fellas. Go back. So
now we back. Now we back to the draft night. I'm chilling. I'm like, we gonna pay AJ Brown. It's nothing. I'm chilling. Draft going on. I think it's around pick 11 or pick 12. And I'm looking at my phone because, you know, I follow Adam Schefter. I follow all the top reporters in the league, and I get alerts back to my phone when it happens. You know, I like to get the news first.
Yeah.
And I look down and says, blockbuster trade.
Oh, no.
AJ Brown traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. And, bro, I'm just, Todd is sitting, my brother Todd sitting next to me. He's like, so I'm like, I put my hands on my head. I'm like, bro, we just traded AJ Brown. And so he's like, what? I show him my phone. I can't even look at my phone anymore, bro. I show him my phone. He's like, oh my God, dog, I just traded AJ. Tony, my night was over, bro. And I'm like,
See, I was going to ask how you felt. I was going to ask how you felt about that, right? Oh, are you okay with the new guy?
Yes, bro.
Oh, it's
rest
over.
of the night, Tony. I'm right here, bro. I can't believe it, bro. Tony, I can't believe it, bro. I could not believe it, bro. That was the last of anything that could happen that night. I thought that was the last thing that would happen, bro. So last thing.
Bro, you answered my question for me, because I was going to get on here and ask you, like, so you think Treylon Burks is going to be able to like duplicate what AJ?
But it's not fair for Treylon to have to come in and have to fill those shoes because
they're similar players. They're similar. Like if you look at
right? And that's crazy because you already know how it is. Once you draft a player, you trying to get every film you can get on the player. At least that's how I am.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. I had to get over the fact that AJ Brown's gone. Have to pick myself up off the floor. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, get yourself together, bro. Like, AJ's gone, bro. He's not coming back, bro. Get yourself together. Y'all got Treylon Burks. Go put the film on Treylon. I watched some tape on Treylon, but I didn't really get into it for real until he was officially drafted.
Yeah.
I like Treylon Burks, bro. I mean, it's easy to say that now because we ain't got no choice but to like him because he's our starter at this point.
From what I've read up on it is the only difference is AJ Brown was a little cleaner of a route runner and Treylon Burks is more like, oh, catch it and do something with it. You know what I mean? He's more after the catch type stuff. They're both after the catch players, right?
Oh, definitely. Honestly.
But AJ Brown is obviously just more polished because he's been in the NFL.
More polished. AJ, they're definitely similar, to be honest. They're also similar in fact that I don't think that AJ Brown is that crisp of a route runner, honestly. But I feel like AJ Brown uses his ability, talent, and skill to get open. He's great after the catch. He has good hands, and he's strong. He's big. Much similar to Treylon Burks, but as far as Treylon Burks also is not that crisp. But when I think about crisp route runners, I think about, you know, the Hunter Renfros, Devontae Adams, you know what I'm saying, Cup. You know what I mean? Honestly, Robert Woods, you know, them type of, that's what I think about crisp route runners. You know what I mean? He's not that. But they get open, they got size. Once they catch it, they can run with the ball. And, you know, they're similar from that aspect. I got no choice but to put faith in the boy. I watched a lot of tape on him. I think he'll come in and produce. I'm not going to sit here and say he'll be AJ Brown, but, you know, I feel like for what it was worth and what I got to learn from the whole AJ Brown situation, we just didn't have the money. AJ Brown was looking for $20 million a year. Mm. I think we offered him, he was looking for $22 million a year. I think we offered him a contract that was like 16 with the incentives up to $20 million.
Yeah, so it wasn't really.
So it was like, you know what I mean? Honestly, if you asking me, you pay that man. You know what I mean? End of the day, you do what you got to do. But I love our GM is John Robinson. He's definitely changed our franchise. He
does a good job.
Our team.
Does a good job.
Oh, he's changed our team. I mean, honestly, we've done nothing but get better since he's been our GM. But, you know, we got other people to pay. We got people coming up on their final years. You know, it was difficult to give him that money. Jeffrey Simmons is due for a payday. Our D tackle Scott. I think he's the next best D tackle league behind Aaron Donald, in my opinion. I think he's that good.
Now, who are we talking about? Wait. Who are we talking about?
Jeffrey Simmons. D tackle, 98.
You right. And he said 90.
98. Yeah, he that man.
So Ryan. Okay, so we got your opinion on draft night and how you feel about the trade. Before we get out of here, though, I need to know because y'all also drafted Malik Willis.
Oh yeah.
And Tannehill didn't seem like he's trying to bring him up. Tannehill ain't trying to help the young boy, so he ain't gonna tell him where his locker at. Look.
I'm gonna go right to it. So
what can we predict after Tannehill's performance in the playoffs? Would you say there's a possibility that he is not the quarterback by the end of this season? Because I like Malik Willis.
Honestly, the only way Ryan Tannehill is benched is if he's like really bad. You know what I mean? Like if he's bad, and not only is he bad, but if he's bad and we still winning, they're not gonna bench him. You know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, Mike Vrabel is the type of coach. If we're winning, why would you switch the quarterback position?
Stick with the
right?
vet.
If we go out there and we do something like start the season like 2-4, 2-5, definitely you will start hearing them talks about the switch at quarterback position. I promise you that. And as far as it comes down to what Ryan Tannehill's comments was about, Malik Willis and being a mentor, I'm not mad at the comments because at the end of the day, we men and they drafted you for a particular reason.
Take my job. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it does not make you a good teammate for you to come out and say that because, that's really what the job is. You know what I mean? It's not just about your job is to go out there and win games, but at the same time, your teammates expect you to be able to help them where they need help. And for you to sound like you don't want to do that, I mean, I'm not saying that's not something he will do, but your comments can be taken any kind of way.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have came out and said it publicly like that.
It's the perception. And to be honest, with your last performance that we seen on the field, you threw 3 interceptions and you lost us the game. The defense got 9 sacks, and had you just took a sack on that last play, we might be in overtime. We might be going to the next round.
Yeah,
because there's no way that you get 9 sacks on defense and you do not win the game.
Lose the game.
Like 9 sacks.
That was the start of the Bengals' big run, bro. That was the start of the Bengals' run.
And that's it. We're gonna end it with this, Tone. Your first pass of the game, you threw a pick. You threw a pick on the goal line on a key drive that we needed to score. Mm-hmm. You threw an interception. Was it a good play by the DB? Sure it was. The DB made a hell of a play. Does not matter. You threw the pick. And then on the last play of the game, when all you really needed to do was throw an incompletion, take a sack, throw it out of bounds, I don't care what you do, run it. The last thing we needed to do was throw an interception, and that's what you did. You threw a pick on your last drive, and you ended our game because the next play, they go for a 20-yard out to Jamar Chase. Janoris Jenkins is playing off coverage. Why, I don't know. And we got him singled up on the outside. We have Janoris Jenkins playing Jamar Chase on trail technique. Like, what are you doing, boy? They needed field goals.
Bro.
All they need is off coverage, bro. Like, come on, Slim. They need 20 yards for a field goal. You off coverage with no help to the out? Come on, bro. I don't even know what that call was on defense. And bro, all I know is I'm in better spirits. Janoris Jenkins is no longer on my team.
Okay.
To be honest, bro, Janoris Jenkins, I think he had 1 interception last year. We've gotten way better in the DB side of the ball. I mean, we drafted a corner.
I saw that.
Roger McCreary. Oh, yeah. Out of Auburn. We drafted Caleb Farley with the first pick of the draft last year. He only played one game last year. Got injured towards ACL. He coming back this year. Still got Christian Fulton playing DB. Still got my boy that we drafted. His name is escaping right now. Elijah Mulder. Got him out of.
He's a monster too. He's a monster.
Dog. I got him out of Washington. You know how the Washington DBs, they come out like dogs. But
yeah, they do.
I'm liking that side of the ball though, bro.
But if you had to call it though, you would say Tannehill keeps his job. Malik Willis on the bench.
For sure. I think Malik Willis. I've always said Malik, we need to draft a quarterback. Did I think we would ever get Malik Willis in the 3rd round, bro?
That's
Never.
the other part.
Never. Got him in the 3rd round. The value for a quarterback with that much potential. I mean, I feel like you got to take it. I'm glad he was able to fall there. To be honest, from what I remember, I think we had to trade up in the 3rd round to get him.
Yeah,
I think so. I didn't think he'd be there at 3rd. I thought we were looking at somebody like Desmond Ridder or Matt Corral.
Dog, he was talking about Malik Willis being the first quarterback drafted. I don't even understand what happened there.
I thought he was going to Pittsburgh at 20, to be honest.
But they picked.
But they went ahead with Kenny Pickett, Pittsburgh Rays. Went to the college and all that. So I'm not mad at the pick. I'm actually happy that we're able to get Malik right there.
Exactly.
I think there's a lot of upside for Malik, man. I did a whole lot of tape watching on Malik. I think he showed some flashes of inaccuracy, but man, like the potential that he got an arm, bro.
Got an arm,
and he. I mean, I don't want him to be labeled on that kind of like running quarterback. I mean, unfortunately, he can't duck it because he's just that good of a runner.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know if that style translates to Super Bowls. Because I mean, can you think of any running quarterback that translated to? I mean,
the last one that got there was Cam, but he didn't win it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
he got there with a killer defense too. We got a killer.
But Cam also threw the ball a lot though. Cam threw a lot of TDs that year. You know what I'm saying? It be anything like Cam, I love it, bro. Love it. But
so actually, Ryan, so did y'all get better in the offseason? Despite the AJ Brown trade, did you feel like the team is stepping into next season as a better squad, right there even? What you think?
It'd be hard to say better because we finished number 1 seed last year in the AFC. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had the number 1 seed in the AFC. I mean, some people forget. So, we the number 1 seed last year.
Right, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And I like how you're objective about that, though, too. You're like, we can't get better than the number 1 seed. I
mean, it's hard to say we getting better than the number 1 seed in the AFC, bro. But do I feel like there's parts of the teams that yeah. We've gotten better on certain aspects of our roster of defense. Offensively, we've added some things. We got a backup running back. We got Robert Woods. We drafted Hassan Haskins out of Michigan State, somebody who can help manage a little because we lost Deontay Foreman, who was the backup of Derrick Henry. Definitely played good ball for us, but Derrick was out last year.
He did.
He signed with Carolina. I thought that was a loss for us, but we'll see what Hassan Haskins does. He actually was a really good running back in Michigan, had 5 TDs against Ohio State last year. Pretty good game he played. I think he's a solid, backup for Derrick.
We got them fresh legs, too. We got them fresh legs.
Fresh legs. Still, we brought back Dontre Hiller, nice third down back, played well for us last year, too. I mean, hard to say we got better because at the end of the day, one thing I know we're going to hang our hat on is we're going to play defense and we're going to run the ball.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's what's great for me, for my mind, knowing that, like, at the end of the day, we battle tested. All the top teams in the AFC, we've beaten. I'm not worried about. We beat the Chiefs, we beat the Bills. You know what I'm saying? Came short up against the Bengals. We should have beat the Bengals. I'm not.
Should have beat the Bengals, bro.
Should have beat the Bengals, bro. So and my schedule's getting tough this year. We got the AFC West. They loaded up this year on the AFC West side of the division. Loaded up. We got Oakland. Them boys. We got the Chargers. We got the Chiefs. We got Denver. I mean, I'm looking forward to those matchups, bro. But am I worried, Tom? Look at me.
Ry ain't never worried, and that's why I appreciate having him on the show because he's a diehard fan for his team.
I'm not worried,
that's
bro.
what the show is all about, dog. That's
I'm
what
not worried, bro.
Ry, I appreciate you for coming on the show, spitting that knowledge, taking me behind the curtain for the Mavericks.
Come on, bro. At least I can do.
You good for that. Good for that. Hey, yo, before we get out of here, we're going to go off base and we're going to talk music. Kendrick just dropped. So if you had to pick Drake, Kendrick, or Cole, who's your favorite rapper? There we go.
CLB, bro. Certified love. I ain't got to think
I was going CLB, no?
I ain't got to think about it, bro. It's just honestly, bro. So niggas going to say what they want, bro. You know what I mean? I'm hey, bro.
Hey,
Jersey,
Drake be coming with that heat, son. We gonna leave it at that.
I ain't gonna die. I'm a big fan of both Kendrick, Drake. Kendrick, Cole. They're my dogs, bro. But as far as relatable, you know what I'm saying, and music that I feel like that's more suited towards my lifestyle right now. You know what I mean?
It stands up everywhere.
Kendrick got a lot of conscious rap. I love Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? But album was tough. If I had to choose between listening to that or CLB,
it's CLB on pace.
bro,
hey, fans,
no disrespect. bro.
If y'all disagree, please hop in the comments. Roast my boy
Niggas
Ryan
gonna
Myra.
disagree. I already know niggas gonna disagree. Niggas will make, oh, that nigga dumb. I mean, that's not good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what up? Hey, do your thing, big dog. But CLB, oh, that's gonna get the job done every time.
That's gonna get the job done. It stands up everywhere in the club.
Oh, it's gonna get the job done.
It stand up when you chilling. Yo, until next time, fans on the Faithful Fan Show. Thank you, Ryan, for tuning in and dropping that knowledge, bro, on everything. Dun, 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 dun.
In the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. In the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Animal, MC cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lies a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know believe when I drop. Call for it, Kelly go in the Blizo spit. Auto like free throws by Ito. Circle loose stroke magic, rhymes over